Hello, everyone, and welcome to Constant Calibrating's coverage of PAX East 2017. I have myself Joshua Silverman, and then also over there in the cold wasteland of Boston, where we sent him, we have Justin Stanley.
Yes, cold, snows, all that.
All that fun stuff. So you might be wondering why we're doing it this way. PAX West, we did the whole unfiltered thing, and we really liked how that came out. Justin was able to attend PAX East. I, however, wasn't. But we still wanted to have that same effect. So we are Skyping right now, except while Justin is in the convention center, I'm in the guest room bed at my in-laws' house because due to a family thing, I had to be here. So,
yay, family.
Road equipment. So we got road equipment on both sides, even though I'm not there, and it's fun. And we will do it, and it'll be awesome. So, Justin, let's talk about your day one at PAX.
First, walk to PAX, don't Uber. It was a 30-minute walk. My Uber drive took 50.
Yeah, essentially with the snow and stuff, in Boston, that does not surprise me. Was that a traffic-related thing, or?
Traffic and crazy driver and crazy drivers, like, other pick. I forgot, I need to go rate him. I haven't done that yet. It's going to be low. Like, the other person in the car is like, just let me out here. I was supposed to be work 20 minutes ago. Like, damn. But this is about PAX.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah, let's forget about Uber and let's move on. Let's talk PAX.
Yeah, okay, so how did I start today off? Oh, yeah, went over to Rain World. Check that out, and that was with Adult Swim Games.
Okay, yeah, so tell me a little bit about Rain World, because that was, it's one of the big ones that they are showing off right now. I believe it comes out March 28th, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So tell me about it.
It's interesting. Well, first, nice pixel art style. You're kind of like this cute bunny thing. It's the best thing I can describe.
I think Slugcat was the name I've seen in a press release.
Slugcat is accurate. And the idea is you're going through these levels, which are pretty much like platformers, and you're also trying to get food as you see like these little bat things go around. And you can eat the food. You're trying to fill up. The reason why you're filling up is because there's a time of, if you go long enough, rain starts coming down and it floods the stage. You need to have enough food to actually hit a hibernation point, to like hibernate while the rain comes up and goes back down. And you do have to worry about like enemies. You can get like an item. You can pick up like sticks or stuff like that to kind of throw at them. I don't know if you can kill them with it. I wasn't able to. But it's pretty interesting. Level-wise, it kind of Metroidvania-ish as far as how the levels are built. Or maybe more Limbo-ish, now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay, so yeah,
it's Limbo with a slug bunny.
Limbo with a slug bunny, which I really kind of want that to be the tagline.
I'll go back and kind of throw that at him.
Yep.
Okay, so next we kind of went to like the glorious orange padded floor at Tiny Build Games.
Yes, Tiny Build. My favorite thing about Tiny Build is all of their stuff about where to find us at PAX East. Look for the orange. Seriously, you cannot miss it.
Oh yeah. So Tiny Build, I tried 3 things. Oh, actually, one I saw, and that was Streets of Rogue. A lot of different classes, like silly classes, like a comedian. And you can tell good jokes and it'll debuff an enemy. You tell bad jokes, you'll hurt yourself.
Okay.
Ape, there's your standard knight, and it's like a top-down, I'm gonna say like more like Gauntlet, older style Gauntlet, but you can hurt each other as well, and that's all people were doing that was watching. And the person watching it's like, no, she's like, when you make a game, you watch people play it, and that's not how it's supposed to be played. That's what's happening right now. So,
I love that.
From there, I went to go play Phantom Trigger.
Okay.
Again,
tell me about that.
Pixelated art style, really quick hack and slash type game that you kind of get power-ups throughout it as well. It's all about doing your combos. Like, you get a combo to kind of like freeze people, combo to like shoot, like fire shot your way across. Got a cool like dash button, which I like in a game with a good dash button when you're a ninja. It's pretty much what you are. It has a interesting storyline to it that I want to know more about. Like, while I was playing, like, there's like a flash that went back, and then like from this mystical kind of world, it went to an office scene, like just a plain office, and then kind of like swapped back. So something funky's going on there. But
that sounds neat.
Pretty cool. Really responsive. I enjoyed what I played. And oh god, this is. Well, I guess we can talk about now. Graveyard Keeper.
Oh, you got to play that? Oh, so yeah, tell me about Graveyard Keeper because all I've seen is, the trailer for it like everyone else,
It
but I
is
mean, it
a
looks awesome.
dark Stardew Valley. And when I say dark, I mean sick shit dark. You, instead of a farm, you have a graveyard that you keep. I guess you're the Undertaker. I kind of like that now. Let's think I said that. And like same idea. You got like a pickaxe, you got shovels, you got a sword in case you run into some things. But it starts off with there's the dead body. They're like, take it to the morgue. Okay, you drop it off at the morgue. Do that, sleep. Skull comes up, telling you some bad things. Skull telling you to do bad things, like, hey, go get that body. It doesn't need the brain. Give it to me. So you can harvest the body parts. Also, the Skull will like say like there's a priest that comes up. The Skull's like, oh man, Jig is up. Go kill him. Which I didn't for a minute, and then I went back. It didn't ask me why the hell did I kill him. So it has a great sense of humor about it. But like, so people bring their dead. You do what you want with them. You can be the gravekeeper. You can go dig a grave for them, plop the body in, get crafting materials. Go like you had to cut down wood, bring the wood to a mill, cut that into like smaller planks, and then I can make like a gravestone. Put the body in, put the dirt on, put the gravestone in. Guy's rested at peace. Or you can harvest his body organs without anybody telling you to. I think some actually you get permission to, but some not. But from what I was told about this, from Carrie, is like it gets later on. You're like building up this town while you're managing the graveyard, and there might be a point where like maybe you want to set up a hot dog cart. Maybe you want to set the hot dog cart outside a church because good business flow. Maybe you run out of meat. Maybe there's a body that you can get meat from. So you get to make choices like that, and holy crap, it's fun and dark, and you question yourself afterwards.
So the game's twist is how, okay, did they say if like the villagers can become angry at you about this aspect, harvesting them for food?
I believe they can if they find out what you're doing. There's also some that like give you permission, like I guess they're kind of like organ donors. Which you get that. You can also go dig up people's graves and take their crap. So, fun stuff.
And this is anticipated for PC, right?
PC right now. I believe they are thinking about doing some consoles later, but not sure yet. They kind of want to start with PC, see where it goes from there. Oh, actually,
Switch.
no.
I want Switch.
I think they're doing it on PS4 and Xbox. Yeah, I said about Switch too. She's like, I don't know, maybe we'll see how it does. So. I'm also hoping for the Switch because I also mentioned to her, I was like, I'm glad like Stardew Valley's coming there, and I'm gonna finally be able to take it, play it on the go. This would be awesome for that, and they know that. So
yeah, I think I think it's most developers right now want to see how their own product is going to do, but they also want to see how the Switch itself is going to do before they really invest any money and time into it.
It's not like games under Tiny Build are like there's actually our game already on there that's going to be on the Switch if you've seen it before. I didn't play it here, but I actually streamed before Mr. Shifty, which will be on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
How to explain that game is Hotland Miami, but your Nightcrawler.
Which is, I've seen the trailer. That's definitely what it looks like.
So, that's pretty much what I had from Tiny Build. Is pretty awesome. After that, like,
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, after that, like, I saw ukulele, so I decided to pick up a controller, try that for a little bit. It plays like you expect, and that's a good thing.
Back to Tiny Build, though, were there release dates for anything? I know Streets of Rogue just came out today. We actually have, Ryan's going to have a review out, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday of next week.
Streets of Rogue hits today, I believe. Graveyard Keeper hits at the end of March.
I like end of March. End of March is good.
No, it's not.
I mean, aside from the fact that there's 900 fucking things coming out.
And not to mention the game we all want to play, Mass Effect, which is here, by the way, but I haven't got a chance to try it. There's actually like a Mass Effect room up here that I might try to sneak my way into. But yeah, they're playing some multiplayer here. So let's see, did that, went to ukulele. Got to talk with some guys from MSI. That was a confusing time. They didn't know who their deal was. I don't want to go into it. But basically,
best not to go into it, but it sounds like that there was a lot of confusion.
Yeah, but basically I saw like some of the boards coming out. Graphics cards, and mostly what they're showing off is their gaming PCs. A lot of cool, awesome ones to check out. I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but check them out. There's one that was like, the right is like it has a trackpad, like a mouse pad, but you can also hit a button and it'll turn into a number pad too. It's pretty cool.
Well, Fascinating.
Yep. And they also have like some like I know you're essentially your Steam boxes here, just minimal PCs are pretty much like consoles. So a lot of cool things coming up from MSI.
Cool.
Okay, it's after that didn't play too much. I went to go see IGN's panel. Got a lot of good advice in there. It's mostly ask anything, and I'm the type to like to sit and learn from other people's questions.
Yeah, you observe, you listen, and then if you have your additional questions, you can try to ask them, later in a separate situation, but not.
But a lot of great advice for people in the game industry, or a look behind the doors, because they even like talked about like relationships with publishers, how they decide to do reviews. One thing like I didn't know, they don't allow publishers to know who's reviewing a game. Like they'll send a game over and like, oh man, Alana would be great for this, and we're like, we're not going to tell you who's reviewing it. So they actually keep that closed so it doesn't influence them whatsoever.
That's actually
so for every Reddit says like IGN, you're paid off. Just go, fuck off. They're legit. They're doing what they're doing, and they're doing it better than most, better than any. And they've been at it for a while. So that was cool.
There's a reason why most of us grew up with IGN.
Yeah, and actually though I was a GameSpot boy. That's why I'm excited for Giant Bomb. Anyways. I've grown to love IGN. I love the personalities now, and I got a chance to actually speak to Pear, which is awesome. He is the veteran of IGN. He's been there since it was the Nintendo 64 days, or Nintendo64.com.
Mm-hmm.
Also got to talk to Alana for a bit. Got to talk a little bit Marty. So good stuff. Next was
pretty awesome.
Yeah. After that, I had to run down to Think Geek. They have some cool items for showing off. God, I'm gonna have to get this. One is the Mario Piranha plant, but it's a puppet. So it's like it's a plush pipe. You put your hand in it, and then you can like make the piranha plant come out. And then I love it. I'm gonna have to go get one.
So you're saying I need to get this for Mike?
Yes, definitely. You'll be horrified of it.
Okay.
They're also showing off the Vault Armor action figure they got, where like it's pretty much like it has a guy in the base like skeleton vault suit, and you get to put all the I said vault suit, I meant power armor suit, and you get to put all the pieces on him. Looks really good, great detail. It's not too heavy, which is kind of nice, and it looks like it won't break, so good stuff there. So let's move on to Songbringer, man.
I want to know more about Songbringer, because that's definitely been one of my, ever since I saw the original trailer, for one of my big, like, we have to get someone on our team to review that, play that, etc.
Here's the thing, we might have to reschedule so I can get more info about the game. I'm not going to go into details. What's to say, the guy who's supposed to talk to me had an emergency. He had to leave. Could have been a bad talk.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so sadly he wasn't there during my time, and they really, really, really want to reschedule with us, so we might, but I got to play the game. I'm trying to think, like, it has the look of, is it Sword and Sorceries? The EP, something?
I think so, yeah.
It has the look of that, and even kind of like the vibe of that, but it's kind of like it's a Zelda game. Like, it has a Zelda, like, OG Zelda game. It has a Zelda map. Like, even when you go into dungeons, they do a little, like, I just see them kind of going down in there, or, into, like, a shop. The shops are the same, too. Like, there's, like, 3 items, you step under the item and buy it. It's really cool, and it has this awesome, just, personality about it. And the sounds and the music is procedural due to what's going on in the game. So, it's just cool to play, man. Like, it's something I definitely keep an eye out on.
Okay. I mean, again, there's definitely something that after just the initial trailers and stuff like that, and the initial posts I saw, I was like, okay, we have to get someone playing this.
If you want a super stylized OG Zelda, pick it up. Keep an eye on it. Next, I got to play. It's on here. I don't know, I'm looking there. Oh, The American Dream. Oh god, that's just fun.
That was the game that literally I didn't hear about at PAX West until the Sunday of PAX West, and I went over to talk to them. I'm like, so how can I play this? Like, we were only doing interviews. I'm like, shit. Or we're not doing interviews. We're only doing scheduled things. I was like, shit. Yeah. Tell me about American Dream, because it's the concept is the best thing.
It's like you're on Tomorrowland, but you have guns, and you do everything with guns. Because like it is a static feeling, like you're in a cart, like it is a ride. And actually, it has that very, almost directly, like, introduction to Rapture feeling for Bioshock as you're going through.
Okay.
It's really cool. Then it kind of sets you up like, this is you when you're a kid. You get guns. It's like, tell mommy you need her. Shoot that door. It has a really cool loading mechanic. You can drop the clips anytime you want to, but there's like buttons on each side of you, kind of like an arcade button. You hit that down, like where it should be, and then clips will like pop out, and as you go for it, like slow down. You have to like hit the guns into the clips. So, you know, you can do cool stuff like you can hit them both, they'll fly up, you like, and just go back at it like you're actually here. But I got to play being a baby. And oh yeah, and the mom feeds you with a gun. And then like they're like, here's the airplane, they put it over here. You actually have to like move your head and up to it to eat it. It's really cool.
My God.
And the second one I played was the Bagel Factory. I mean, how do the holes get in bagels? Now you know, you just shoot it with a gun. There's also, you have to watch the dough come through. There's some dough that may have a rats through it. You gotta shoot that into the garbage dispenser and, you know, get rid of that thing. You can't have that go through. If it goes through, you better kill that rat before it gets shipped out. So that was really, really cool. For anybody who played recent VR gun games, you probably have an idea what you're going for. For people like, I said PSVR, it feels really much like London Heist, which is really good. And I mean, it's an awesome VR shooter, and it should actually be on every platform there. I got to play on Oculus. Was, by the way, first time I got to play Oculus with those controllers. Those are awesome. But
I've heard good things.
It will also be on Vive, and they're definitely shoot for PSVR as well. So it should be on everything. The game is hilarious. Your mentor is a dog talking to you. Also, it was like disorienting. My lights just went out. I don't know how to get them back on. There we go. The disoriented part, like, a guy like helped me set it up because the main guy wasn't there, which is Winston Tang. So after he put it on, it's like they get ready to take it off of me, and he's the one taking it off of me. I'm like, oh, you're not. Who put it here? So I got to talk to Winston about the game, like the concept of it, how they came in ideas, like just the whole idea. It going for the America kind of feeling and the power of a gun, and not kind of a thing saying something about America, but kind of not at the same time, just really making fun of it. So
commentary and not commentary all at the same time.
If you like VR shooting games, which I think those are some of the more enjoyable ones, definitely pick it up. Like, it's even the type like you know, aim down the sight. You're aiming down the sight. It actually teaches you how to do that.
Okay.
So that was awesome. Gun hands. Always approve it. So next was Absolver. I didn't get to play too much of the PvP, but I got to play a little bit of the PvE. If you're not sure what Absolver is, it's a game coming out. I believe Digital Devolver is kind of like coming out under their brand, correct? Yes.
Devolver Digital, yeah.
It's a melee action game, but it also has melee PvP. Just imagine, I guess more people will be familiar with For Honor. That's kind of what it is. And there's like methods to blocking, parrying, like on each side. You can get weapons. You can upgrade your characters. Like as you kill NPCs or players as well, they drop loot. Like you get better shirts, pants, the whole deal. Of course, you have to balance out. If you put on heavy clothes, you'll move slower. You can go light clothes, be quicker. The fighting system is incredibly in depth. You can customize your combos. So you can kind of like switch which sides you're attacking from, so whoever you're fighting doesn't know, like, hey, you're attacking right, and knows it every time. So there's ways to vary that up. There's a level up system, and it's just really, really cool. I didn't get to try a lot of PvP. I did get to fight some players, just know I got out of the full tutorial, so we weren't able to do that before my next appointment came up. But it's cool. I'm looking forward to it. I definitely want to try out some more of it. It's definitely hard to get into. But it's one of those things that is like, it's going to be extremely rewarding once you learn to play. But so keep an eye on that one.
For that, I don't think we've said it for the other ones. For that, American Dream and Songbringer, what were the release dates for those?
I didn't get the release dates for those. I'll have to look.
Oh, I'm just curious.
And then last thing we did, or at least I did, was Crossing Streams, which holy 80s nostalgia. That's what this game is. So much to the point, like,
I like some.
They have the best booth set up for the indies. I'm going to have to tweet you the picture of it. Like, it's an old, just stereo setup system with it's TVs, but they have, like, outline of old CRTs. One actually says phony, one's Magnum box. And they actually have, like, an actual Nintendo on both sides and a bunch of Nintendo cartridges. Anyways, that's their setup. It looks awesome. But the game, let's talk about that.
I want to hear about. Let's hear about the game.
I'm trying to think how to describe this game. It's like an old action adventure. It seems kind of free roaming, but as far as the vibe goes, think Goonies, or if you want to be more modern, think Stranger Things. It kind of has like everything's 80s, man. They have a lot of 80 parodies in there. Like you see Nintendo's around, you'll see like parodies of 80s movies. Like I think one just says Snake, and it's like Escape from LA or New York. I don't remember.
I know the trailer. I remember it even like came across like it looked like it was the trailer for Stranger Things at first.
It kind of is. But idea is like you and your group of friends, young guys going around selling some stuff. Basically, like, everyone has like their own special ability. I only got to play with 3 of them. One is like he's the brawler. He gets bats, beat up things. There you go. One's kind of like Smart Kid. He got rocket boots, so if you need to like jump from one platform to the other on the same level, that's what you use. He also has a laser gun. So, depending on the situation, depends who you want to switch. And then I got the big kid. He's the one that kind of moves things. So, bricks around, any crates, you need to move him in a certain spot, he's your guy. And that's about all they got to try. The art style is really awesome. Again, more pixel art stuff. It gets wholly 80s nostalgia. If you have that feeling, just go play it. It's cool. We'll keep an eye out for it. I know they want to try to release at the end of this month, but I'm not 100% sure. Or they're not 100% sure if that's going to happen.
I mean, still, it sounds like a cool thing, and as a person who loves some good 80s nostalgia, I just love
80s and just like old school, like kind of free roaming adventure games.
Yeah, I mean, that I was going to say, like, that kind of stuff is also just outstanding.
Like, I'm thinking more like Zombie Ate My Neighbors type deal.
Oh, okay. That is kind of what I visualized when you were describing it, but I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember the name of the game until you said it.
I know that's an obscure hell thing for anybody to pick up, but look up Zombie Ate My Neighbor. Well, just look up the trailer for this, you'll get the idea of it.
I don't know. I think most of the people in our age group, the early 30s, probably remember Zombies Ate My Neighbors, even in, like, tangentially.
So that's essentially it, and that's all. As far as anything else goes, I'm going to go pretend a kind of funny panel, and that will wrap up my first day of PAX.
That's awesome. So,
speaking of running into Greg, who just straight up embraced me while yelling and constantly calibrating. So, yeah, I love you, Greg. Also got to talk to Tim and Nick for a little bit, so that was cool too.
I was about to say, so what was your highlight of the day aside from the kind of funny stuff?
Aside from getting swept up by Greg?
Aside from the Greg hug, what would be your favorite thing that you saw today?
Game was like, God, I knew there's one sticking out. I can't remember what it is. Crossy Souls actually is really awesome. I think Graveyard Keeper is probably my favorite game I played today. Actually, hands down. I mean, just conceptually, just the amount of information you had on it, on its own, seemed likely for that. Yeah. Also got to meet Larry Herb. That was cool. He has a firm handshake. Having shook that man's hand, yes, I can say that is a fact. Good on you, Major So, what are you looking forward to tomorrow? Oh man, what do I have tomorrow? We got some more PAX Manias happening. But as far as games go, we don't have too much. Get to see some stuff from Newegg. Yeah, the Newegg stuff is probably, of the stuff you have, I think is what I'm most excited to hear about. We're going to look at Perception from Deep End Games, Yonder, the Cloudcatcher Chronicles, and Masquerade Song and Shadows, not to mention whatever else I may stop by and whatever, your random stuff. So, okay. Take a look at, I've been jotting down as I've been going on. I don't think I did anything extra today. Well, it sounds like a good start to this event. Oh yeah, PAX Day 1 is a wrap. I am exhausted, and I still have to eat at some point to get back. So. Yeah, you got to eat. You've got to get to Kind of Funny panel, and then you've got to go sleep and start it all anew. Yeah, which I'm probably going to walk back because out through my Uber trip. But we'll see. It's cold. I'll probably just Uber it if it's that cheap, and I don't care how long it takes me to get back. Yeah, for the back, it doesn't really matter as much. Yeah. Well, thank you for obviously, doing the first day, and thanks for joining for this very haphazard recording. We'll see how this actually comes out. For anyone watching on youtube.com/ConcalPod, we appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can actually keep track of the rest of the stuff. We're going to do the daily stuff, and then assuming we're going to probably do what we did for PAX West and do some focus game stuff as well after, during the week after, where Justin and I are going to pick 3 of his favorites and just do a video specifically on them.
we'll see if we do that. That's currently the plan. And then otherwise, Monday night we'll be doing the live podcast, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, to actually discuss Justin's trip, at least in part. So, with that, we bid you good sign off.
Bye.